Coronavirus lockdown has caused a fall in oil price, making us so unsure of what the future holds for us as a youth and even Nigeria at large. We are so scared. Can Nigeria get back on her feet again? Seeing that many companies have had to lay off their staff because they couldn't pay anymore. Like it's a legit serious problem. And that's what we're taking a look at on the show today. Welcome to the show. It's Exposure with Glow, guys, and if you're just joining in, like if it's your first time on the show, I'm saying welcome, and thank you for being a part of this big family of ours. My name is Gloria Olufeko, and like I said earlier, it's Exposure with Glow. Before we go into today's topic, kindly subscribe. You can see that red button underneath your screen. Kindly tap it right now, and don't forget to give this video a like and share on your wall, as the topic we are discussing today is a very germane one. All right, let's get into it. First up, I'll be giving us feedback from our social media platform. Like we asked all of our fans on social media what they thought about the fall in oil price and if Nigeria can get back again. Here's what they had to say. Abosede Omolara says, "Don't forget that Nigeria is not the only country in this mess. The oil sector of almost all countries are experiencing this meltdown. However, God has given Nigeria another source of revenue generation, which will boost our economy again, the agricultural sector. Of course, this is what Nigeria was known for in the past. It is time to go back to the neglected treasure of the country. It should be noted that thorough research into the world economy is paramount. I'm not the only one that governments will come up with ideas that are not based on research. This is to ensure that the country plays well in the world economic field. Thank you." Clement Johnson says, "They need to stop being reactive and start being proactive. COVID-19 has exposed the fact that our health system is below par and we need to step it up. As for oil, it will definitely affect the economy because the nation hugely depends on it for economic growth. Perhaps this would make us see reasons to diversify our economy." Sally Rewan says, "Nigeria will always survive. The masses will bear the consequence. More national debt in view." Samuel Cole says, "I feel this pandemic has opened our eyes. We will no longer plan for just the good times, we'll begin to plan for the bad times too. Nobody saw this coming, so people will be affected and Nigeria is not exempted. But we will learn Nigeria will recover and we'll put structures in place to avoid this in the future. Amen. Because all of this is a prayer." And finally, Amonijo Favor says, "I'm not much of an economic expert, but the truth is, it will take a lot for us to live normally economically after now. Well, I believe all unnecessary expenditures should be cancelled or removed, e.g. as senators, as strangers allowances, and the likes. Then other sectors should be looked into, and fiscal policies that will help us judiciously manage our funds should be used." And joining me on the show to discuss this fall in oil price is Mr. Olakunle Ogunbiyi. He is an economist, and who else to discuss economic matters if not an economist? Mr. Olakunle Ogunbiyi is an experienced audit associate in one of the global Big Four professional consulting firms, PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC Nigeria. He graduated from the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Nigeria, with a first-class degree in economics. He also served as the president of the Nigerian Economics Students Association, and he started out his career in 2018 and has demonstrated accounting and audit experience in the FMCGs, public sector, health, entertainment, telecommunication industries, amongst others. And he will be joining me today to discuss the fall in oil price. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing now?
Yeah, very well. And you?
I'm fine. How was the lockdown for you?
Well, I've been working from home basically, even till now. Work has not fully resumed from our end. So, yeah.
Nice, amazing. And you know, we've been talking about the fall in oil price all along and how it affects the youth in general, and even Nigeria. And since you are an economist, you graduated, you're first class graduate of economics, and you're an auditor, definitely you will know that, okay, the money's coming in is enough to run, to pay the staff and everything. So we'd like to ask, first up, how do you think that the crude oil price affects the economy? What effect does this crude oil price have on the economy at large?
Okay, so to a large extent, crude oil price affects the economy in so many ways. For instance, what is currently happening, it's more like it's not more like it is a downturn on the Nigerian economy. So a negative oil price shocks, it affects Nigerian economy negatively. So say for instance, when we talk about revenue in economics or in economy as a whole, revenue is affected by price and also quantity demanded. So in this case, when there is a fall in price, it means that your revenue reduces. So you don't make more money like you used to. All right, so that's a
Amazing.
case of what we have in Nigeria.
Okay, is there any cause why we have this fluctuation in the prices? Today the prices go up, now today is down, and on like that. It has really been, and we've not had as low as this in years as a country. So why exactly are we having these fluctuations? Why?
So in the demand driven side, Nigeria is an oil exporting nation. All right, so yeah, so we import refined crude oil. We import refined oil rather, and we also export crude. All right, so our foreign revenue or foreign earnings is solely 90% of our foreign earnings come from crude oil. Okay, 90% of our foreign earnings come from crude oil. All right, so when there is a fall in our price, so it means that our crude oil will reduce. And what is the cause for the demand driven side? Basically, one of which is very popular today is the COVID-19 pandemic. All right, so it means that okay, so every globally there was a global lockdown. All right, so it means that industries, sectors, every sector of the country, respective countries would not be engineered. It means that there won't be processes. Processes will continue. All right. So once processes doesn't continue like that, or processes don't continue, you don't use crude oil. There is no demand for crude oil. Can you hear me? Oh, so there's no demand for crude oil. So definitely the revenue we get from that is going to shrink. It's going to reduce. And Nigeria it's more of an import-driven nation. Whatever we want to buy, we import. You want to buy a phone, you import. You want to buy a wig you're wearing, the dresses, nice dresses you're wearing, you import. And when you are importing like that, you need USD to purchase. All right, so it means that what has happened again. Our exchange rate has also depreciated. And when exchange rate depreciated, you can't get our inputs to production, you can't get them as you used to get them. What happens? The cost of production rises. And that is why you buy the things you buy online now, you buy them more expensive. Start making those things, not just making them in standards, in good quality, such that they can match the things I would purchase online from a foreign vendor. Right. So we'll start looking at that side. And also technology driven. We can upgrade our services with technology also. We import a lot of services from overseas.
Okay, Kule, having established the fact that the COVID-19 is not even a possible cause of fluctuation, it is the cause of fluctuation presently. Do you think that the Nigerian youth has any hope for the future? And do you also think that we can rise again, that there can be a rise in this oil price again anytime soon?
Yes, definitely. There can be an upturn. It's just a cycle, all right? We've had pandemic in the past, so there can always be an upturn. So the brighter side for us is this, that as a nation, we tend to look at other areas. We do not focus more on. Yeah, so we've been shouting diversification, diversification, diversification. What has really happened? Diversification is a part of it. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. But I would stand more on import substitution today. Import substitution in what sense? Whatever we import, all right, let us substitute. So it's not that we import everything we need. We also produce locally all the things we need, so that we can substitute almost a large percentage of what we import. So our youth today should be looking at the brighter side of okay, let us start making the things we need, right? For your shoes, your wares, the clothes you wear locally.
Thank you so much, Kunle Ogunbiyi, for joining us on the show and for helping us understand that as a youth of this country, to get back on our feet from this fall in oil price, first up, we need to stop importing and we need to start producing things locally, and second, we need to invest in technology. Thank you so much for that insight. We sincerely appreciate it. The next point of call is the segment of the show which we call Fact of the Day. So I'm about to give you some facts. You can tell me thank you later on. Now, did you know that according to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Nigeria has a maximum crude oil production capacity of 2.5 million barrels per day and has been traditionally ranked as Africa's largest producer and 6th largest in the world? Yes, 6th largest in the world. Surprising, right? Don't forget the adage that says when you teach someone something, you learn twice. So tell someone else about this. And that's the show, guys. It has been an amazing episode with you guys, and I'm super excited about today. Many thanks to my producer and to the guys behind the camera. Thank you so much for making all of this happen. I couldn't in any way have done this without you. It is what it is. And also, I sincerely want to appreciate my sponsors. Thank you so much, Yanibo Textile, for my beautiful outfit. Thank you so much, JRMUA, for beating my face to perfection. You just rock, baby. And thank you so much, Zazie Air Empire. Thank you for keeping me in check with your beautiful airs. And that's the show, guys. Don't forget to subscribe again, girls. I'm gonna repeat it, so please hit the subscribe button right now. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and share. Share on your wall. Let people get to know that Nigeria can get back on our feet again from the fall in oil price. Please follow us across all social media platforms. On Twitter at Exposure with Glow, on Instagram at Exposure with _Glow, on Facebook at Exposure with Glow, and on YouTube now. Just hit the subscribe button. And you can also follow me on Instagram at The Gloria Olufeko, where I get all of your questions. And if you want me to discuss any topic or bring on any guests on the show, please let me know. And that's the show, guys. Like, I don't even want to go, but I have to go, yes. And until I see you again next week, keep getting exposed to all of life's secrets. I love you. Mwah.